Hello, my everybody's, and welcome to this latest edition of 4.0 and below. And I just got back from the Tri-City Comic Con. It's our little local Comic Con, and had some pretty good luck buying a few comics. Did some digging, found a pretty good deal, and I bought one huge key. But that is a later video for a later day. Today, we're going to talk about a hell of a deal that I struck with one of the dealers. He had a long box full of pulps. And as you can see, he was doing them for $5 each. And I pulled out about a dozen that I was going to take home because why wouldn't you? And as I was doing that, he says, well, I'll tell you what, I'll sell you the whole long box for $150. So I counted it up real quick, and there was like 65 pulps in there. So of course that's a little less than $3 a piece. Most of them were sight unseen. I've thumbed through it, but like I said, I was just kind of pulling out the ones that I thought the covers were kind of neat. And some of them are pristine, and some of them are absolutely wrecked. But I sort of jumped on it and bought the whole box of pulps. And so we're going to kind of do an unboxing video, I guess, if you want to call it. And we're going to look at this massive box of pulp magazines that I bought today. And we're going to start with Planet Stories. Let's see. Let's get her halfway lined up. Oh, that's too far. Because, we're professional. Okay, back up just a little bit. Do that just a little bit. So yes, that's Planet Stories. That is, what do we got in here? That is from 1947. The spring of 47, right there. Sword of the Seven Sons. How awesome is that? So that's one. Next, we've got a Fantastic Adventures. This is August of, what's it say on the side? 1942. How cool is that? The Daughter of Thor. Are you kidding? Come on. Who's not? This is great. It was really funny because I was talking to the guy, and I says, yeah, it's like, I own a bunch of pulps and I enjoy reading them. And he's like, read them. And it's like, yeah. And so, okay. Next, we got another Planet Stories. This is from, what do we got here? I'm looking for a date. Unfortunately, on this one, looks like the date part has been chewed off. So we're not sure, but that looks like that's probably from the 40s too. Sword of Fire by Emmett McDowell. The Dead Star Rover by Robert Anthony. And oh, how cool is that? Okay. Oh, that's actually a comic I bought. We're going to save that one for later. Next we've got, oh, this is a great one. Amazing Stories. This is from May. That's either 52 or 50. Can't quite read it. Look at that. And that dude getting atomized on the cover. Empire of Women by John Fletcher. How cool is that? Okay. I'm going to be saying that a lot, so get used to it. All right. Next, we got another Amazing Stories. This is from 1952, December. Moon of the 12 Gods by Robert Arnett, and Too Many Worlds by Gerald Vance. Next, we got a Thrilling Wonder Stories. This is one of the ones I pulled out because dinosaurs, duh. This is from November 19... Again, is that a 6 or a 0? Sorry. That's 40. That's from 1940. Thrilling Wonder Stories. 1940. That one looks to be in pretty good shape. Little water damage, but what are you going to do? And the flaking. I remember I pulled one out before I decided I'm just going to shoot it and unbox. And just flaking everywhere. Okay, let's keep going. We got a Western Trails. This is from June. Don't got a year. Sorry. Beautiful painted cover. The Rustler's Favorite Sheriff. Okay, this one's a bit naughty. Let's see. This is from April 1941, Fantastic Novels magazine. Dwellers in the Mirage by A. Merritt. The strangest of all fantastic adventures, weird, mysterious, and satanic. That's cool. Another famous fantastic mysteries. Miseries Cannot Talk. This is from August 1941. The Metal Monster by A. Merritt. Complete $2 book-length novel. Like I said, you can read them. You just got to read them very carefully. Okay. We got another Thrilling Wonder Stories. This is from the 1950s. Unfortunately, part of that is not off. So we got a lady being harassed by some gremlins. This is in July 1948. Fantastic Novels. The Second Deluge. Again, nice peril cover with, I don't know what that is, but that is some beautiful art. Okay, sorry, I don't know covers. Okay, and next we got a July 1951 Future combined with science fiction stories. The Dark Recess by George O. Smith. Ultrasonic God by Lee Sprague de Camp. Right? These aren't sorted either because we just got another Planet Stories, and this is from, again, that part is flaked off, so I'm not sure of the year, but okay. We got Brian Barry's The Imaginary Man, Groundling, and The Final Venusian. That's pretty cool. Okay, next we've got a Fantastic Stories magazine from the fall. This is a fall 1951 issue. Scott Campbell's Beyond Pluto, Wilbur Peacock's Uranian Justice, Edward Hamilton's The Cosmic Pantograph, and Gordon Giles' Via the Asteroid. Again, it just amazes me how some of these are like almost pristine, and then the other ones have been eaten alive. But what are you going to do? Okay, next. Wow, this is an oldie. I got an Argosy. This is from March of 1938. The Tarzan Tale by Edgar Rice Burroughs. Alley-Oop, a new novel of the Big Top. Okay. Ooh. This is a double. I think we did this one already. Yep, Fantastic Story. Yep. So we got a double. Might try to pass that one on. Okay, next. This is from February 1948. Sports novels. Stormy Leather. The Double or Nothing Kid by W.H. Temple. Factor Fiction headliners. T.W. Ford, W.M.R. Cox, and many others. The Big Sports, 32 more pages. Okay. And we've got the April 1951 sports novels. Again, that one looks to be in pretty good shape. Holy crap. This is from October of 1925. We got an Argosy, All Story Weekly. Where Some Men Are Men by George F. Wartz, author of Out Where the Worst Begins. That's in pretty good shape. Good Lord. Again, this is 100 years old. By my math. How awesome is that? Okay. Sorry, I'm running out of place to put stuff. I gotta rearrange things just a bit. Okay. Okay, we got another Argosy All-Story Weekly. Another one, June 1925. Charles Neville Buck's Flight to the Hills and the Peaks of Emotion. Okay. And this one is from January of 1944. The Best Air Fiction, Battlebirds. David Cruz, Orlando Rigoni. Here, I hope you all heard that. Wings Over Kiska by David Goodis and The Death Watch by Robert S. Bowen. 2 seconds. We got to reshuffle the stuff here because I don't want any of these getting bent up and wrecked even further. Okay. This is from February 1951. Another Western. 5 Western novels. Pretty good art there. Trail to Taos. Night of the Silver Star. Exiled Guns. Gunslinging Maverick. And The Hangman's Pay. So got little chunks. Like I said, these are, like I said, given the age, and I'm just amazed that these things even survive. Okay. Next. This is a littler one. A littler. This is from April 1954. New complete stories never published. Texas Rangers. That looks like a very rugged Marshall. The Seventh Bullet by Jackson Cole. Okay. Next we got, this is from March 1942. Fantastic Adventure. With the Doorway to Hell by Frank Patton. War on Venus by Edgar Rice Burroughs. How cool is that? And The Fantastic Twins by John York. Is that Casey? I think so. I'm going to try to rebag and board these, but again, that is a Herculean task. Just like I said, just trying to keep these in, trying to get, not letting anything else flake off, because holy crap. So, okay, next. Okay. This one is from 1936. We got Amazing Stories, December. The Space Marines and the Slavers by Bob Olson. There's also some John Campbell Jr. stories and some Edmund Hamilton stories found therein. So, yeah, listen, when you want to try to read them very carefully. Okay, this one is a little wrecked, but oh my God. This is 1945, sorry. Planet Stories. With the Spider-Men of Gar by Wilbur Peacock and The Red Witch of Mercury by Emmett McDowell. Strange Adventures, Other Worlds, The Universe of this. I can't read that. Sorry, Centuries. But next, let's see. Don't have a year on this one. 10 center. February issue of Argosy with the complete short novel. Movie stars stole millions. Paris After Dark. Dan Harden in a thrilling new adventure by Frederick Payton. Okay, next we got, let's see, this is from summer of 1950. Fantastic Stories Quarterly. The Exile of the Skies by Richard Vaughn. The Last Planet by Starzl, and The Lightbender by Frank Kelly. Okay. This is from this is from January 1939. We got another Argosy with some more Edgar Rice Burroughs, Men of Mars, like some Barsoom tales there. And then Red Commanders, The Comanche Braves Ride Wild Tonight by Foster Harris. The art on this is just fantastic. Speaking of fantastic, from April 1953, Famous Fantastic Mysteries. And H. Rider Haggard Classic, The Wanderer's Necklace. I'll let you drink that in for a minute. Okay. Again, let me shuffle the box. Okay. 1938, another Argosy. Edgar Rice Burroughs, Frank Pierce, and Dark Island by Robert Corse. And this one, let's see, this is from February of 1948. Famous Fantastic Mysteries. The Peacemaker by C.S. Forster. Planet of Sand by Murray Leinster. Looks like he got a ghost. Looks like Doomsday. So, yeah, if anybody has any advice on what to use, on like what size, because like I got some Golden Age bags that sort of work, but they don't fit well enough for my OCD. So if anybody has any advice on how to bag or board these things, please comment below and let me know what I need to do. Thank you. Okay, next we've got another. This is from February 1949. Another Famous Fantastic Mysteries with Jack London's The Scarlet Plague and Angel Island by Inez Haynes Gilmore. Okay. And this is from, this says April, don't got a year. The 10-cent Astonishing Stories. With, so we got some Vincent, we got some Asimov in there. And The Space Beast by Clifford B. Simic. This is, don't got a year again. This is April, just April 29th. It's another Argosy. Let's see, Lester T. White, William Byron Mowry, and Bennett Foster. Thibbet Cordoy, a new novelette of the Foreign Legion by Theodore Roscoe. Okay. Next, we got another Argosy. Oh, I think we can fix that cover just a little bit because there's lots of stuff folded over. Let's see, this is from 1938. Let's see, Judson Phillips, Walter Ripperger, William Barrett, and On Evil Beach by Theodore Roscoe. Like I said, yeah, see, that's folded there, and there. So I think we'll try to, and these bags are very ancient, very gross, and very sticky. So we need to save these things. Okay. I said, kids, we're like over halfway to here. Okay, this is from, don't got a year. It's all right. It's another Argosy 10 center. Robert Corse, Charles Green, Frank Pierce, and The Whisper Trail by Walter Coburn. The Law Sleeps at Midnight and Bullets Wait Along. So looks like someone got a little crazy with the pen and started coloring it in, but what are you gonna do? Okay. Now, this is from January of 48. 44 Western Magazine. Some of these things I've never even heard of. The Ranch That Bullets Built by D.B. Newton and Print That and Die by William R. Cox. Got another 44 Western. This is from 44-2. The Manhunt Maverick Rides In. Powerful cow country novel by James Schaefer. Also something by Boyd Holt and Robertson. She's Singing Tonight. Okay. Here we got, this is from September 1944. We got Star Western. The Busting of the Bear Paw Pool by Walt Coburn. Hoss Greer Digs His Grave by Harry F. Olmsted. 5 complete novels in this issue again. I think we can straighten some of that cover out just a bit. It's curving there, it's curving there, but again, we'll get to it. Okay, next, this is March 1944. Oh, there goes the whole thing. More stories, more pages. Ace High Western Stories. The Tenderfoot Tough Hand. Powerful Owl Hoot novel. I love it. By Cliff Bisbee. Also stories by Harrison, Berard, Holt, and Overholzer. Okay. 2 seconds. My one stack just teetered and fell. So. Okay. This is from January 39. Thrilling Western. Shining Sign by Alan Dunn. Gunsmoke Town by Larry Harris. Without Help of Posse by Johnston McClellan. All right. Next we got, yay. This is March 1939, Astounding Science Fiction. We've got a couple of these already. Cloak of Azir by Don Stewart. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to rearrange some stuff before everything falls down again. Okay. Next, from 1940, well, it might be 1940. Thrilling Western. Burke of the Bee in a Box. Outlaws and In-Laws and the Corduroy Kid by Haskell Giles. Oh, there's a sort of a mix. There's like sports novels, westerns, crime, thriller, horror, science fiction. Next we got from October 46. That's either a 5 or a 6, not sure. Masked Rider Western. Featuring Riders of the Shadow Trail by D.B. Newton and Nobody's Goats by L.D. Holmes. And this is from April of 1950, another Masked Rider Western. Featuring Triggers on the Yellow Water. A Wayne Morgan novel by T.W. Ford and The Kid from Nowhere by David Manners. Oh, that's on the back. Okay. Okay, the good news on this one. This is from December of 1952. Big Romance of the West, Star Western. Wild Princess of Pistol Basin by Art Baker. That big schmutz, that's on the bag. It's not on the book. So that's good news. Okay. Next from, boy, that's a big one. June of 1942. Mammoth Western. Come West to Get Me by Lathrop W. Hull. Ooh, it's kind of shredded there a bit, but again, these are almost 100 years old. Okay. They're getting close. Oh, yay. We got a hypo cover here. Got no year that I can see. We got a Mammoth Detective, January of whenever. 25 Center. Corpse on Vacation by Chester Geyer. And But the Patient Died by William Oh boy. Hamling, I think. It kind of tapers off there. So, how cool is that? Nice peril, nice hypo cover. Okay. Next from, it just says June, we got no year. Street Smith's Wild West Weekly. Sonny Tabor, Tracks a Wolfpack by Ward M. Stevens. Okay. Next we got another. This one is in incredible shape. Again, no year. Oh, 1939, right there. It would have bit me. Street Smiths again, Wild West Weekly. Five Man Vengeance by William Todd. Also Ed Earl Rep and Chuck Martin stories. Found therein. We got another Masked Rider Western. Looks like it's from 1949. The Golden Skull by a Wayne Morgan novel by Gunnison Steele. This one is October. I am not seeing a year. Okay, so this is Western Trails. Grudge Guns on the Manhunt by J. Edward Lighthead. Okay. And next we got another Masked Rider Western. This is from 1949, December. Again, just love the Trail of the Shoshones. Another Wayne Morgan novel by Walker Tompkins. Love those painted covers. I should leave those up while I'm digging over here. Oh, I'm a genius. Okay. And this one is from August of 49, another Masked Rider Western. Corpse Canyon, another Wayne Morgan novel by Judd Taylor. And Adios to the Owl Hoot by T.W. Ford. The Owl Hoot. We had that one. We had an Owl Hoot story already, didn't we? Okay. Oh, wow. Look at this cover. Okay. From April 1949. Amazing Stories. The Doctor is In. Please Ring. The Monster by S.M. Tenishaw. Weird Danger 100 miles up in a V-2 rocket. Exciting stories of science fiction and fantasy. I agree. Okay, this one I wish was in a little better shape because this cover is amazing. Again, the date is sort of chewed off. It's another Amazing Stories. It's like The Girl Who Loved Death by Paul W. Somebody. But look at that. Oh. Yeah, I said, yeah, that one. Boy, that might be the most wrecked one. And, well, that one Planet Stories is pretty wrecked too. But that's all right. Okay, and then also got another Amazing Stories. This is from March of 1952. Is our moon the doorway to another world? Maybe. Into the Land of the Lens by John Bloodstone. And Irresistible Power was facing Flanagan. But that's okay, because he's got a bazooka. Okay, we're in the last handful. We're almost done. Okay, this is from, oh, that's all chewed up. Don't know the year. Got another Masked Rider Western. Let's see, Guntrap Trail, another Wayne Morgan novel by Oscar J. Friend. And X Marks the Spot, an action story by Chuck Martin. Okay. Next we got another ranch romance book. Romance of the West, thrilling ranch stories. Again, the year is kind of chewed off. 15 center. I said no idea. Sorry about that. Okay. We actually have a ranch romances. This is from, the spine's pretty much gone. Cardigan's Wild West by Robert Denver. Beginning a new series by Dorothy L. Benar. Sweet. Okay. And then almost lastly, we've got another huge. That's either a 2. No, that's a 0. It's either a 2 or a 0. Can't quite read it. We got an Amazing Stories from 1940. The Tiger Girl by Edgar Rice Burroughs and Adam Lake Saves the World by Indo Bender. Again, look how thick this one is. That could almost be a murder weapon on Columbo. Okay, and then the last few here are digest size. Let's see. In fact, these might just be books. Oh, it's a magazine. Sorry, from Dell. You know you're on this. It's the Dell magazine. Zane Grey Western. Zane Grey's The Great Slave and The Hyde Hustler by Les Savage Jr. And again, these are in great shape. This is from 1957. Unfortunately, this time the schmutz is on the magazine. The little mark there. Fantastic science fiction. And then we'll end this with another digest. Fantastic science fiction. This is from June of 1956. Conception Zero by Gerald Vance. And that is it. Again, I think I counted it up right. There's like 66 books. And at the end of the day, I paid like 3 cents a piece. Or not 3 cents, $3. $3 a piece on this. I think it was a good investment. Again, I look forward to trying to preserve these a little better. And they got to be replaced because they said some sizes, they're just wrong sizes and that and everything. And like they're all flaking badly. And I think some of those covers, we can maybe try to salvage them just a little bit. So again, if anybody's got any suggestions, tips, hints, whatever, please comment below. I know it would be greatly appreciated. And so that's it. Later on, like I said, we'll probably do another video here in a bit with the comic books that I bought at the Tri-City Comic-Con. But I thought I'd just knock this out today and then put these all back in the box and kind of set it aside for a little bit. So there you go. That's all we got for today. This is the Comic Grump for 4.0 and below. To remind you all to never, ever be embarrassed about what you can afford comic book-wise. And until next time, we'll catch you later. See ya. Bye-bye.